Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Murmuhu. All actions drop away when man reaches the state of Paramahamsa. In the Indian background, Hindu concepts, Hamsa is swan, and swan is supposed to, if you keep milk, it will take away the water portion. As it puts beak inside and starts sucking, it leaves the water as it is and takes the white portion. The way it separates and just swallows. It's just like breaking the milk and taking away the white portion. Chana, what Bengali is called chana. The paneer in other Indian languages. That is, its tongue and mouth has acidic nature. As the milk goes inside, it just shakes and water falls off. And the whey portion, the white portion, solid white portion, it starts swallowing. When it finishes, water will be there in the can as it is in the container, and the milk has gone away. So this is, it is not bothered about, now a sand is mixed with sugar and fallen somewhere. The ants come. They are not bothered to see whether there is sand or not. The sugar, small particles, it carries away one by one. It sees only sugar. It is walking over the sand and it is not recognizing the sand also. Sand is there, let me remove the sand. Nothing. It is there, and it is not being recognized by the ants. The water is not recognized by the swan. It is interested in what it has to. Like that, when the man attains the state of God-intoxicated state, he sees what is good and right, what is divine. He can see only divine. Other than divine, he cannot see anything. That's called its Paramahamsa, which doesn't see anything bad. Negative, the world is not there for him. Darkness is not there. Only light everywhere. Because he is seeing the light of lights, which is source of it. Now, when we see light, we know when we have the awareness of light, we have the awareness of darkness also. But before this got split into darkness and night, what is at the behind it, which is presenting as multiples, as the duality? What is that source which is the source of duality? From where did the duality come? When you are in deep sleep, there is one. Where from the duality comes when you wake up? Seed is one. How the branches and trees, leaves, flowers, fruits, where from it comes? It is one, it's a source. It is multiplying as it goes. So many leaves. A small, you see the people seed is so small, 1/4 the mustard size. And from that small mustard, less than mustard size, a seed, you can see the huge people tree coming out of it. How that so many leaves were there in that seed? Each is opening up, a huge tree is emerging out of that small seed. Now you see that if you see the source, it is one. If you see the other side, it is multiple. The duality appears, multiplicity appears. Best is still more easier for science people to understand is prism and white light. White light is there. When it is passing through the prism, you get 7 colors on the other side. We are on the other side of the prism. So we are seeing multiple colors. We don't see. Can you go closer and closer to prism? The range, the vastness is shrinking down. And go to the prism, emerge from the other side, there is no color. There is white light alone. And you come out of the prism, you see 7 colors. Enter the prism and go out, there is 1 color. Now, when you see 1 color, all the colors are there in it, but you cannot see it. When you see white light, the whiteness itself contains all the 7 colors and their combination, the combination comes out one after the other, varieties of colors and shades, multiplicity. Now, this duality, the Paramahamsa is seeing the white color, in which all colors merge and all colors originate from. So he is seeing everything white color. He is on the other side of the prism. And that view, that is called Paramahamsa Sthiti. So all actions drop away when man reaches the Paramahamsa, what to do and what not to do. He always remembers the ideal and meditates on it. He is in constant union with God. He is always united with God in his mind. Mind has become so vast to contain God. If he ever performs any action, it is to teach men. Whatever he does is for the welfare of the world. A man may be united with God either through action or through inwardness of thought, through work or through mind, thoughts. But he can know everything through bhakti, through love of God. Where there is duality is maintained, it is called bhakti. Where duality is dissolved, we call it prema. He meditates. Through bhakti, he can attain everything, know everything. Through bhakti, one spontaneously experiences kumbhaka. Suddenly all movement cease, including breath coming and going. The nerve currents and breathing calm down. When the mind is concentrated, what is this? Nerve currents. Nerve currents are not what we see in the science of today. In science, nerve currents is sympathetic and parasympathetic signals that with the action take to a particular state and bring back from the particular state. It moves forward and backward. Now, I eat food, immediately the signals go from stomach to the brain. It goes to the brain. How it goes? Immediately the food has reached, and from brain the signal goes. It controls the organ that secretes hydrochloric acid, enzymes, all that. As the food goes on, the different things that has to participate, it starts working. The brain is controlling. These currents, nerve currents, which control the bodily thing and its systems, which controls is which we commonly know. There is another nerve current, a unseen nerve, which conducts consciousness, Chaitanya. The Sushumna, Nadi, the Ida Pingala, the 72,000, the nerve system. These carry, just like the veins and arteries carry blood. The nervous system is carrying the signals. Then there is the glands functioning. The chemical signals are going. Just a person sees something, he immediately gets angry. Adrenaline is released. He is prepared, ready to fight with that person. How that chemical signaling you see. All this, there is breathing, I am breathing. The breath is going through a system, digestive system. All are passing through various systems. Like that, I am conscious. Where from this consciousness comes? Consciousness cannot be seen. You can see the brain, you cannot see the mind. No instrument depicts the mind. It can depict brain, it can depict this functioning of brain, but it cannot depict mind. No instrument. Mind cannot be seen. But mind exists. Only proof my mind exists is I have a mind. So mind, there is no proof of existence of mind because you cannot show, science cannot show mind. But everybody has a mind which it experiences, which each person experiences. So this, like that, I am conscious, I am experiencing the consciousness, but I can neither show nor demonstrate it or make it anything. But where from this consciousness is coming? Every cell is working consciously. You can see a small bacteria enters your system. Immediately, the white blood corpuscles recognize. Immediately they rush to kill it. If the one bacteria, in 1 minute, it becomes 40 bacteria. As the bacteria population is increasing in body, WBC, white blood corpuscles, start immediately growing. What they start emerging out, like military coming out. They are so conscious. It immediately recognizes a foreign entity in the body. Bacteria has come. How conscious? How conscious when it is the red blood corpuscles going to the lungs. It immediately absorbs the oxygen. Consciously, just like I swallow and throw away carbon dioxide and take it to every cell and feed it and take the carbon dioxide and again throw away. How consciously every cell is working in the body. So that where from this consciousness is reaching them, where from the consciousness emerges, there is a innermost core of my existence, the pivot of my existence on which the gross, subtle and causal bodies are mounted. The Sthula Sukshma Karana is mounted on one pivot, the Chaitanya, which is eternally linked to the eternal existence, the Brahman. And from there, the consciousness is constantly flowing. Like in a magnet, we see magnetic lines of force. How the whole thing from north to south, how constant is flowing. Like that from the universal level, the individual level, constantly consciousness is flowing. And this flow of consciousness we call nervous system. This nerve is different. It is not the nerve of the science which can be shown, nervous system. It is unseen world, which is on which basis the seen world is existing. It is a substratum of existence on which the whole universe, whole bodily existence and whole universe is standing. From this, the consciousness working with the physical level of energy to the subtle and the subtlemost and the causal level of energy, we call it prana. Praniti. The one who has prana is called prani. Prani. Where there is the consciousness is managing the energies. Now I see, I want to go there, I want to drink water. Consciousness is making it work, all this. I am holding a glass consciously. I am drinking water consciously. Consciousness is, if I am unconscious, I don't drink water at all. The consciousness must be there for every organ to work, whether it is nervous, this one, receptivity of senses or organ of action. Both need consciousness to be behind. This consciousness making the energy work is called prana. In physical, the water is flowing, we call it general energy. In living beings, the energy is controlled or utilized by consciousness. It's called prana. Prana is same energy governed by consciousness. Chaitanya. Chaitanya is arranging. Chaitanya is governing. So this whole system, you see, how beautiful it's working. Now here Sri Ramakrishna is telling, when the inward thought, bhakti, through bhakti, one spontaneously experiences kumbhaka, the nerve currents and breathing calm down when the mind is concentrated. When mind becomes one point at ekagra, and all action cease there. Even breathing stops. Even in ordinary depth of your meditation, the meditation immediately calms down. The moment, because very little energy is needed, even in sleep, energy needed is more. How much loudly you start breathing, snoring will be there. Ghar bhus, it will be going on. How much of air you are taking and leaving. As you enter into meditation, the breathing slowly becomes subtle and subtle, because very little energy is needed for survival. And that is managed by internal movements of the stomach without the bodily movements or lungs movement. Lung is not expanding and contracting. The lower diaphragm is smoothly moving without any perception. I cannot perceive my own breathing. Little air goes in and it is keeping the life alive. And when this is slowly becoming kumbhaka, where the breath is almost stopped, and when the ekagra, whole thing is concentrated, the breath stops totally. This is called kumbhaka. When even all movements, including breath, stops, there is no movement. What you are is shining forth. This is called kumbhaka. There is external kumbhaka, internal kumbhaka. Having taken the air inside, it stops. And when it is left out, the air breathing may stop. But this stopping, because of the samadhi sthiti, is different from what we practice kumbhaka. I am holding the breath outside, I am holding it. It is not happening there naturally. But in samadhi, it happens naturally. When the mind is concentrated, it is effect of the concentrated mind. We try to concentrate the mind through kumbhaka. Reverse. Through kumbhaka, trying to make the mind kumbhaka, I try to concentrate. But it is actually reverse. When mind is concentrated, everything immediately stops. It is the natural state where you are entering into the expansive existence of the Chaitanya. So this expansion is, Sri Ramakrishna said, it becomes kumbhaka. Again, the mind is concentrated when nerve currents, breathing calms down. Then buddhi, the discriminative power, that is viveka, becomes steady. The man who achieves this state is not himself aware of it. He is just entering, just like a person entering into sleep doesn't know he is sleeping now. He is there. My body I have left outside, and body is there outside. I have come inside. I am sleeping. Nobody knows. The one who is sleeping doesn't know he is sleeping. One who is snoring doesn't know he is snoring. All others will know. When he wakes up, he is normal again. What happened? He doesn't know. Like that, man who achieves this state is not aware of it. One can attain everything through bhakti yoga. You need not practice separately. Love God and serve God. It will be easy. I wept before Mother and prayed, "Oh Mother, please tell me, please reveal to me what the yogis have realized through yoga and jnanis through discrimination." Through jnana yogis have attained. The others through yoga, they have attained. What they have attained, you reveal to me. And the mother has revealed everything to me. You see, this is what we call the grace. When we know the knowing of our defects within is the way in which I cannot get rid of these defects. I cannot get rid of these defects in me. The impurities I'm not able to take out. Then simultaneously I'm invoking the grace of God. The clear understanding of defects in me, impurities in me, imperfections in me, more and more I analyze, I more and more aspire for grace of God. You have to do now. I'm not able to do. The child comes from school. Mother wants the homework to be done. Homework is beyond his reach. He has to write ABCD, and each ABCD he has to write 10 times. He forces mother, "You write and give me. You write and give me." She shows how to write, but he is not able to write. But he has to present tomorrow. At last, my mother holds the hand of the child, because otherwise her handwriting will come. Teacher will immediately recognize and make the child write down. And once every day writing through the mother hand is writing through the child's hand. Child is writing through the mother's hand. This is grace entering into, making you do the sadhana. What sadhana you have to do, God intuits from within and makes you do. Holy Mother was sick. Her eyes got infected. It's burning. It has become red. Doesn't know what to do. goes to Simhava in a temple and prays, Mother, I don't know, I don't have any doctor who can cure this. Then Mother reveals a medicine. Go and take this plant's milk and apply to your eyes, it will go away. How that prayer, lying down in front of Mother, Mother, I don't have any alternative. How she intuits from, immediately she gets up and goes and she finds that plant, applies and it disappears. So this is where we recognize grace and we understand what grace is, because we have never experienced what is grace. I am aspiring it because of the inability to overcome the inner defects. And this is where we first time experience the grace. Once we experience the grace of God, by which impossible has become possible, in my life it has become possible. Every sadhaka feels, oh, this is impossible to overcome, and my Mother has made me to overcome. Then he slowly understands the secret of sadhana that God has to do. First he will try this, and God will be watching because his ego is working still. Last he surrenders. Then again sadhana begins. God is doing and he is watching. First he is doing and God is watching. Ego is there. Now the God is doing and he is watching. Same person is doing sadhana again. But God is getting done through like Mother holding the child's hand is writing. Again the sadhana begins from zero. Again, here you see, every action brings a fruit of reaction. He attains. Each step he is going forward, he can be clearly experienced by him. Every moment he is experiencing you and walking. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.